Thanks, Roy. Well, this is going to be a short video because I'm not going to be doing anything. I've already cleared this. It's been sitting on the stand. I need to shut this fan off. So where I'm at right now is I've shot the whole quart of clear on it. And of course, I'm going to take it down, put it together, weigh it. But what's going to happen is I'm going to sand this out, the whole thing out, and I may shoot another quart on it, depending on how much it weighs. Yeah, can't move in here. It's so tight. Got some dirt in it. Not much I can do. Is it perfect? No, but it'll do. It'll be nice when it's polished. But I'm not sure it has enough clear on it. It needs to be sanded. So far, so good. So like I said, this was just a progress report. Thank you, Gary. This is in the other room. I don't have a computer to watch over here. I guess I could take it in there. Yeah, let's do that. I got to clear off this bench here. We basically can figure out how much it's going to weigh by weighing what I have here and then weighing the airplane. Six 605. 605 plus 1295 is 1895. We'll say 19. So 19 ounces. Oh no. Oh well, 19. I've got to take the stand off of it. 19 plus that'll gas off a little bit, but people that think that it's going to gas off an ounce or two are sadly mistaken. It's going to gas off very little, really. Shit. I'm anxious to see what it's going to weigh. And we'll add an ounce or two, because it might get some more clear. Got to have enough to sand and polish. But we won't be putting a gallon on it like Kenny does. So I got a quart on it now. It's a quart raw, 2 quarts thinned. So might get another half quart. Depending. There we go. Let's get that. Oh, it feels like a big one. $19 plus $42.7. So that's 19, let's say 20, that's 62. 19 plus 42.7. Yeah. Let's see here. $42.7. 61.7. So we'll say 62. I guess I can add more clear, because these will fly up to 64. I just hate having them that heavy. I guess we could work on this thing here, and I could show you how I'm going to do the fuel thing. But if I'm going to do more clear, I have to sand the whole airplane with, let's say, at least 1500, and then add another quart. And I might do that. Feels real good though. Not any big gaping problems. Yep, I think I will do that. We'll add. I better write the weight down. 62 ounces. 61.7. 62. 62.0. Well, I gotta know, what would you guys do? Would you add more clear? Well, we need to get that pole going again. Let's go back this way. I'm gonna run this pole, I think, now we'll just wait till tomorrow night or Monday night. We'll run it on Monday. About bringing back the Friday night hangout. Well, I can tell it's going to be a bit bare to polish this thing. And I can't start sanding it yet, so there's really not much to do. Except make this piece here, maybe. I guess we could try to make this piece, and I'll show you that. $62. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole in this. I'll show you what it is that I'm making when I get it a little farther along here. Okay, so when I do these, yes, I clear over the canopy. Yeah. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. Well, I don't think we're gonna be making this tonight. I bent the crap out of it. Okay, hammer, hammer, hammer. I hate to use this big bad boy, but let's see. I had that thing here. Oh, I had it here. Well, I just use this. No good. So, pliers. Thank you, Steve. It's just a generic airplane. This will be, the next sand out will be with 1500. And then I'll shoot another coat of clear on it, and I'll sand it out with 2000, and then 3000, then 5000, then polish. Okay, we got this one hole in there. Okay, I'm making a band that goes inside the fuselage that you can either do one of two things. I normally just solder a couple of wheel collars on it. That way I can change out these tubes. So we got this tube and this tube. I need to polish these up yet. So that goes on like so. And that way too, you can turn these things. You know, if I use a wheel collar, I can turn them. I think I'm going to paint the inside of this black too. That looks like it's going to be it. So I already marked it out, and I didn't know whether I'd get it right, but I did. So we still got to wrap the lead out. There's a lot of work yet to do yet on this thing. But it's not very glamorous stuff. It's just stuff, you know, stuff I got to do. Now you can solder this in there too, but then you can't take your tubes out. Okay. So we need to see if it's going to fit. One. I have to open it up a little bit. It's got to go bigger. Of course, that won't do any good either unless I solder them on when it's in there, which I could do. Next is a loosen it up a little bit. I'll show you what's happening here as soon as I get this filled out. What we're gonna do, what I'm gonna do. Gotta fit though. Okay, what happens with this piece as soon as I get it to fit is wheel colors get soldered onto it. And then the tubes that stick out the side of the fuselage, you just tighten them down and that keeps them from turning. It doesn't weigh much, maybe half a gram. Hard telling. Still, what's the story, Larry? Gotta ogle it out a little more. Needs to grow. Needs to grow. Yeah, we'll solder it with the wheel color. So close. I don't have a grinding bit. Needs to be ovaled up a little bit. I don't have another piece of metal. I don't believe. There we go. I don't want to put these in now because I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do another coat of clear on this thing. So I don't want to have these in the way. And we'll just leave it as is. Let's see here. We're gonna need this. Got me. Man, that hurt. Lifetime supply of tank padding. I should put that in my Amazon store too. You're going to run these carbon tanks. It's pretty important to have padding on the floor. Otherwise, it'll crack. Yeah. Damn. There's my other scissors instead of these funky ones. All right. So this one goes here and that one goes there. I guess we could cut them. We could cut them, get them ready to go. Well, I think it's already got lighter because we're going to use less of this than I thought. So this one. Goes here. Maybe. This one. Nope, I use it all. That's it. That's it. We're not going to put it together because there's no need. Okay. I need to solder that or fix, but I'm not going to do that till after I clear it. Hey, Jonathan. Yeah, we're gonna sand this and put another coat of clear on it. I think it'll drop about a half an ounce drying out and sanding the clear. I think. At least a quarter. There's that. So this one here, we're going to put on the outboard side. You're going to have the brakes on it here. I guess I can solder the tail wheel. Except no, I don't want to do that because we'll have to clear it. But I can do this. This come off easy. Easy peasy. Got big old disc brakes on there. And we're gonna have to clean that axle up. Got paint on it or something. I think I got too much tip weight in it too. But better too much than not enough. Well, there it is. Like I said, this was just a progress report because we're waiting on clear to dry. I can probably sand it tomorrow. Gets wet sanded. You don't sand dry, you sand with water. Okay, this is 1,000. Let's see what 1,000 looks like. It's pretty soft yet. ready. I want to sand it really bad, but it's not ready. Let me show you what's going on. Yeah, you know, I'm going to put as much clear on as it takes to make it a show finish. Okay, if you look at this, you can see some of the peel in it. So it's only been drying now a couple of hours. Really not ready to sand. It's kind of loading up the paper. But I need to sand all that peel out of the whole thing, and then another coat. And trust me, it will be laborious to get this thing sanded out because you got to do all these open bays. I bet it'll be a day of sanding. But let's say a guy didn't want to sand. Could you make this look good? Absolutely. Still have to sand, but I mean, didn't want to put any more clear on it. I could make this shine like a jewel. But I'm shooting for that deep finish, you know. Guys at the Nats, all about spray shine. You know, how shiny is it? That's all they care about. And we're going to give it to them this year. The bad thing is you're going to have to sacrifice some flight characteristics for shine. $62. I don't know. Maybe I'll get it sanded tomorrow and decide, nah, we're not going to do another coat of clear. Let's leave it at 62 instead of 64. A couple of pebbles in it. Can't feel the decals. That's good. I was talking about doing some ink lines on the fuselage. I nixed that idea. It has just the right amount of stuff on it right here. Not too gaudy, I think. So what has it been? 3 months. 3 months work to get it there. Well, that's about all I got for this evening, really. Going to be just a bunch of sanding from now on out. Sanding and whatever. I think one more coat of clear for that spectacular finish. Sand it all out. Gonna have to get some water on this though. Yeah, get my polisher and polish all that out, and it'd look fine. The weight as it sits right now is 62 ounces. So if I put another coat of clear on, it'll be 64 ounces. So that'll be just what it is. That's 4 pounds. Quite beefy. Quite beefiest. Steve came over today. He painted his airplane. He's figuring out how much work a finish is. Well, that's nice. That's smooth. All right, we're gonna go 2 minutes more, and I'll call it a day. And tomorrow, I'm gonna make a decision tonight on what I'm gonna do as far as another coat of clear. I need to mix up another quart. If I do another coat, even this line will go away right here. Barely feel it. Can't feel that line. I'll sand that right there. I just don't want to burn through the yellow anywhere. I'm happy. It's all right. It's a good birthday present. Now we need some weather. I like this one better than I like the Carumba. I got to dig out my Simply Blues and get it ready to go for the season. I swap the motor out of that. Well, I got my XL ready to go. Swap the motor out of that one and put it in my yellow or my orange Viper. I think there's some repair work to do on that. I think it got a hole in the wing. Sitting over in the corner. All right, everybody. Like, subscribe, and share. Check out my Amazon page. Even if you're not going to order anything from there, if you go through Amazon and anything else you order, I get a little something for it. So use it to order from. Click on my page first and then order your brake pads or whatever. Somebody ordered a car battery off there and I got credit for it, so that was good. I think it would polish up right now. Alrighty. Like, subscribe, share. I will see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight lines. See you.